You're watching Satluj TV News. I'm Angus Scott in London. Indian workers were greeted with wild cheers and flower garlands yesterday as rescuers safely brought out all 41 from the collapsed Himalayan road tunnel, where they were trapped after a marathon 17-day engineering operation. With beaming smiles, the rescued men were welcomed as heroes after being hauled through 57 metres of steel pipe on stretchers specially fitted with wheels, where they were greeted by state officials before embracing their families. Crowds outside the tunnel cheered as news spread that all had made it safely out of the under-construction tunnel in the Himalayan state of Uttarakhand, where they had been incarcerated since a partial collapse on November the 12th. Relatives outside celebrated after previous hopes of reaching the men were repeatedly dashed by falling debris and the breakdown of multiple drilling machines, in a rescue operation the government said took place in challenging Himalayan terrain. The health of the workers was fine, with a team of medics in a field hospital assessing them as soon as they were brought out. After repeated setbacks in the operation, military engineers and skilled miners dug the final section by hand using a so-called rat hole technique, a three-person team working at the rock face inside a metal pipe, just wide enough for someone to squeeze through. Last week, engineers working to drive a metal pipe horizontally through the earth ran into metal girders and construction vehicles buried in the rubble, snapping a giant earth-boring machine on the metal girders buried in the rubble. A separate vertical shaft was also started from the forested hill above the tunnel, as well as from the far side of the road tunnel, a much longer route estimated to be around 480 metres. Before the rescue, the workers were seen alive for the first time last week, peering into the lens of an endoscopic camera sent by rescuers down a thin pipe through which air, food, water and electricity were delivered. Arnold Dix, president of the International Tunnelling and Underground Space Association, who had been advising the engineers, told reporters ahead of the rescue that the men were in good spirits and that he had heard they had been playing cricket. You've been watching Satluj TV News. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button to make sure you get to see stories as they're broadcast. And of course, if you have any comments or opinions on any of our news stories, you can comment below, or indeed drop us a direct message at message@satlujtv.com. We would love to hear from you. In the meantime, thanks for watching. For Satluj TV News, I'm Angus Scott in London.